to start without ringing the bell. Welcome to another Sunday lecture. It's kind of really interesting. There's only like 30 of you guys, which is fine. Do you guys know why you're here? Randomly. No, because your mom told you to be here. Do you guys know why you're here? Really? You guys like, okay. My mom told me to be here, so now I have to be here. Type of deal. The question is there any reason why you would want to be here to begin with? Not really. I think you guys are like, here's the big problem with from what I can see, right? Buddhism is super complicated. It's like a complicated religion, right, to begin with. And for me to explain these things to you guys as kids, it's like, oh man. That's why like when the monk is talking, even for me, when he's speaking Vietnamese, he's using like vocabulary that's like way over my head, right, in terms of Vietnamese, and so I don't understand it. So when I'm trying to explain like basic Buddhism terms to you guys, like the basic stuff you guys understand, but then again, it gets really complicated. Like when I talk about stuff like relative truth versus absolute truth, you're like, what in the world is he talking about, right? How can there be a relative truth and an absolute truth? All right. But there is. Think about it. Imagine if you were sitting in a car, right? You're sitting in a car. There's one person sitting in the car and one person outside the car. Now, one person says, hey, and the car is like driving on. The person who's standing outside of the car, he says, the car is moving. Which is true, right? The car is moving. But let's just say you've never sat in a car in your life. The person who's sitting inside the car says what? Everything around you is moving. And you guys have a car, so you understand, right? Isn't that interesting? If you stand outside the car is moving. If you sit inside the car, everything is still, but inside the car, but everything else is moving. So, who's right then? You guys are both right. But that's the idea of like, this idea of relative truth and absolute truth, right? And so, this story, this like basic beginning point is a metaphor for something else, right? And the idea of Buddhism is like this like plain idea is this. There's stuff that we see in this world, that's what they call the relative truth. And there's stuff that the Buddha figured out a long time ago, like more than 2,500 years ago. And they call that the absolute truth. Now, why are you guys here? You're here so that the more that you learn and understand this idea, the more that you become like you become a little bit wiser. Okay? I know you guys are like super young, but the point is this: like even in youth, you can gain a lot of wisdom, right? And you can understand, oh yeah, maybe the car could be moving or the surrounding could be moving. Maybe it's possible that there can be two truths out there in general, right? So that's the first thing. Outside of that, we'll talk more and more, and if you have any questions, you can figure out. But hopefully, this lecture will be good because I don't know. The more that I think about this, I swear, I'm getting like, I think like, oh, the more I read about it, it gets more and more true. And so it's your job, like it's a personal journey. Whether you listen or not, whether you could become like wise or not, whatever, it's all up to you, right? And like the whole, I think the monk once said, like, hey, you know, when it comes to taking a dump, only you can do it, right? When it comes to like feeding yourself, only you can feed yourself. So nobody's gonna help you like, you know, poop. So this is your own personal journey. Like how much you retain is up to you, right? But hey, every little bit helps, and that's the point. This is why you guys are here. Compared to like people who don't listen to this, you know, in 5 years, if you ask them any questions about Buddhism, they'll be like, I don't know, I just come in and just like, you know, go like this to the Buddha. I have no idea why I'm here to begin with. I don't know why I listen to Buddhism to begin with, okay? So that's the point. Alright, so today we will be talking about mind consciousness, or just the mind for now, okay? And then it's like, the more I think about this, I was like, oh, the more I read, I'm like, oh, so this is why I show up to a temple. This is why I meditate, you know? And this is like the realization I want you guys to arrive at. Like, oh, why do I do that here? this stuff. Not because my parents asked me to. Eventually, when you cross that threshold where you could say, oh, I do this because I want to, not because I'm going to get beat up by my mom or something for not showing up. That's something that you could think about. Okay. So, let's talk about our bodies and our minds real quickly. Alright. Our bodies. What happens when you need nutrition? You go eat, right? Okay. What happens when you're like feeling cold or something? You put on clothing, okay. What happens when your skin gets dry? You put on lotion, your lips get dry, you put on a lip balm, etc. So you guys all take care of your body, right? Whether you guys go and you brush your teeth, etc. Like you take a shower, hopefully some of you guys take a shower like daily. Why is that? Because you guys take care of your body. And also like money, right? You guys care about money too. Like one day you guys hope to make money. You want to make a fortune. That's perfectly natural. Everybody thinks about money to some extent. Money kind of runs society. Also, you have friends, you have family, right? Oftentimes, what do you guys do? You call up your friends, or you call up your relatives, like your grandmas, aunties, and be like, hey, how are you doing, etc. You check up on your friends and relatives, right? You try to build a relationship, you get closer to them. But the big question is this. You do everything for your body, you do everything for money, you do everything for your friends and relatives. When was the last time you guys asked yourself, what is it that you do for your minds? Like how often, where's the nutrition? Where's the food for your mind? Where's the clothing for your mind? Where's the money for your mind? Where's like the lotion for your mind? Very, very rarely do people say, oh, let me take care of something called my mind, right? Because we live in a society or this reality where, hey, your body is the most important thing. You get a Band-Aid, you get hurt, you get yourself a Band-Aid. Well, what happens when you get hurt mentally? What happens? And if you think about it, after we die, what happens? Your bodies no longer exist. Money doesn't really matter when you're dead, and your friends and family as well. They're not present anymore. So nothing belongs to us. But if none of those physical things belong to us, mind, body, body, money, friends, family, what does belong to us, right? And that's I think to some extent, where religion comes into play. Because your minds definitely follow you. And according to the Buddhist tradition, karma definitely follows you, right? Every action that you do now, it's going to follow you into your next lifetime. So, people seek a lot of things. They pay attention to a lot of things, but the one thing that they rarely pay attention to is their minds. And this is the topic of this conversation, right? It's why bother paying attention to your mind to begin with, right? It's just bringing something into your awareness. Whether you get it now or not, it's not the point. It's hey, I want you to become aware of this, okay? And your mind can lead you to a lot of things. It can lead you to hell. It can lead you to the realm of hungry ghosts, the animal realm, the heaven realm, the human realm. Whatever your thoughts are, it's going to take you to the place that it is, right? So your mind is really powerful. It takes you anywhere you want. So, okay, that's just one opening idea. Now, on to this brief little parable / story, which I hope you find interesting. Once upon a time, there was a king who really believed in Buddhism. So he decides to say to the people in the land, he's yo, if you are a spiritual cultivator, that means if you are a monk, if you're trying to help people with their spirits and their minds, etc., come to my palace, I'll give you a bag of gold. Sounds like a really good deal. And back then, a bag of gold is this big. That would probably make you $200,000, $300,000. That's a lot. You could build a lot of things with that. Alright. So a monk decides to say, okay, sounds like a good deal. He shows up. King gives him a bag of gold and he's nah, I don't want it. And the king's well, what do you mean you don't want it? It's a bag of gold. And the monk says, well, I'm a traveling monk, right? And back then, monks used to like travel around. They didn't have like a temple to stay with. He's like, I can't really buy a house with just one bag of gold. And because I'm a traveling monk, people are probably gonna rob me, so it's not safe to keep one bag of gold. So, you know what, king? Forget it. And the king's like scratching his head. So he's like, alright, since this guy needs a house or a temple, how about I give him 3 bags of gold? Now, I mean, the original offer was 1 bag of gold. The monk is like, oh, 3 bags of gold, I'll take it. Starts to take it, and then gives it back. He's like, actually, I kind of don't want this. And the king's like, why don't you want this? He's like, well, with 3 bags, I can buy a house. But I kind of need like people, right, to come to me. I need followers, right? I need like people to take care of me too. And so 3 bags of gold will support me, but it won't support my followers. So I'm like, forget it. And the king's like, really? And he asked the monk, all right, fine. 3 bags isn't enough. What is it that you want? And the monk's like, how about 5 bags of gold? 5 bags of gold. Let's just say that's like $500,000 right now, right? Each bag of gold is like 100,000. 5 bags of gold. Monk takes it and then gives it back. He's like, come to think of it, sorry, 5 bags of gold is not enough because it's gonna help me with building a house. I'm gonna be able to like have people like live with me, like have followers, listen to me, etc. But it's not enough. And the king's like, why is it not enough? And this story's getting drawn out, but the monk's like, I kind of need more money to pay for food, to pay for clothing of all those people, to pay for like medicine, etc., etc. And the king's like, seriously? And so the last offer is 7 bags of gold. Now, think, $750,000, a lot of gold, right? Gives it to the monk, and the monk's like, no. And now the king's just like, stop playing with me, right? Like, why? I'm giving you all this money, $700,000, like 7 bags of gold, and you still say no, and you keep making excuses every time. And so the monk's reply was this. He's like, yeah, gold is great. It's going to give you food to eat. It's going to give you clothing to wear and a house to live in. But does it provide food, housing, and clothing for the mind? And the king stops for a moment. He's like, that's kind of an interesting question, right? Like, how often do you feed the mind? How often do you like put clothing on your mind? Or like, what it is, whatever the equivalent of clothing is, right? And how often do you just take care of your mind in general? And that often is never a question. So the point of that entire story is that no matter how much gold that you ever get, how much money that you ever accumulate in this world, it's never going to be the first step to actually taking care of your mind. So your job, right, why you come to temple every Sunday, is for this very reason. It actually helps you take care of your, to some extent, takes care of your mind. So let's summarize very quickly. The physical reality, right, your body needs clothing, for sure, to keep you warm, etc. Your mind, the equivalent of that is basically the idea of like loving kindness, like being kind and being compassionate. That's the stuff that your mind needs to like wrap itself around, right? Like that's the stuff that you need to wear, that's the stuff that you need to cultivate. Like your body needs food. Your mind also needs food. But what does that food look like? Well, a couple of things. First is the truth, right? And what is the truth? The truth is everything that like the teaching of the Buddha, the Dharma, right? That's how you would actually like, feed your mind. That's why you come here on Sunday to listen, right? Perhaps in English. And so that you can get like a little bit of truth each time. You're feeding your mind, you get a little bit wiser. And when you get a little bit wiser, and you learn more about the truth, I mean, that's what it is. You're feeding your mind. The other thing that's food for your brain or your mind is the joyfulness of meditation. And this is why, like, a lot of people, Buddhist people, meditate, right? It's a way of basically feeding your brain, your mind. So if you ever, that's how I see it, and it's the way that I look at this. The more and more I think about this, it's like, oh, the more and more it justifies, like, oh, why do I show up to the temple? Why do I meditate? That's the stuff. That's the type of questions that you want to try to answer for yourself. Don't let me tell you why you should meditate. At the end of the day, however, when you learn for yourself, oh, maybe this is a good thing for my mind, then you'll just do it more. Because if somebody tells you, you have to meditate, you can sit there begrudgingly like, I have to meditate. This thing's next 15 minutes and you just sit there. You're not going to gain anything from that. But if you say, oh yeah, can't wait, it's meditation time. It's time to calm my mind down. It's time to feed my consciousness. You'll probably get a lot more benefit from that, right? And so, keep in mind, cultivation involves more than just your bodies. It involves your mind, right? And the more that you listen to this type of stuff on Sundays, not that I'm saying oh, you have to, because like I said, it's your own personal journey, the better that your brain gets. And I'll show you a quick analogy in a second. But the key idea is this: when your brain or your mind is without things like perversion, ignorance, bondage, and attachments, you become closer and closer to understanding true Buddhism, right? And that's why most of the time you guys are here, and that's only why I'm doing this myself, right? It's so that I can understand Buddhism a lot more, but so that you guys can understand Buddhism a lot more, okay? So here's the analogy, okay? Here's the analogy, and it's a very interesting analogy. You guys are like a candle in the wind, okay? Now, what's the wind? The wind is all the stuff in this world that is going to take you off your path. Think about this: greed, ignorance, attachment. All these three things, and anger, all these defilements, as they call it. That is stuff that's going to take you off your path, right? Off of this Buddhist path. Now, think about this, visualize this. You are a candle in the wind, right? If you take this candle, which is here, you put it in the wind, out there, right now. You think it's gonna last any chance? Probably not. This candle's gonna blow out right away. And the light in this candle represents basically you, your mind, and your knowledge, right? And so, you need to ultimately study, more or less study this, to strengthen your ability to withstand all the wind out there in this world, right? All the stuff that's basically what the Buddha says. He says oh, money is an illusion, but the question is, do you buy it, right? If I gave you a chance, if I offered you a chance, you either take $1 million and forget about Buddhism, or not, or you get no money and then you get to really learn to study Buddhism. For most people, the answer is no problem, right? It's oh, I'll take $1 million right now. But what we've learned from time and time again, people with $1 million, they're not happy, right? They're not fulfilled. There's something missing about them. That's why celebrities are so depressed. That's why they take drugs. That's why they commit suicide. Because what the Buddha has said 2,500 years ago is that all this is an illusion to make you happy. Learn, find out for yourself what it truly is. So, right now you guys are tiny, tiny candles in the wind. Okay, that's it. But what you seek to become is really a torch. Now imagine a torch in the wind. The wind is going to blow. The wind is going to blow no matter what. But if you compare a candle, a tiny little candle, to a big torch, like the Olympic torch or something, the wind can blow all at once, but the torch is still going to stay lighted. And that's the point of enlightenment, right? It's you're able to see, oh, all this stuff that they're telling me about this world, it's not real. It's an illusion. If you are truly enlightened, you can see through all of this, right? And this is what the whole point of like gaining wisdom is. Because the person who's unenlightened is a tiny candle. The second they put something in front of you, and you become attached, your light gets dimmed out, and then you become ignorant for the rest of your life, right? And that's the thing that you want to try to avoid. You try to avoid ignorance. And you avoid ignorance by feeding your mind, by coming here, by learning a little bit about this, right? So hopefully this analogy helps you out. Maybe some concluding thoughts, maybe 2 or 3, okay? Like this, to break this train of thought. Once upon a time, like these 2 monks, right? 2 monks arguing about a flag that was blowing in the wind. And one of them says, oh yeah, the flag is moving. The flag is moving. The other person says, no, it's not the flag that's actually moving. It's the wind that's moving the flag. And so this is silly arguments to be had. It's like, is it the wind or is it the flag that's actually moving? And another wise monk came along and he said, why are you guys arguing to begin with, right? It's like, you guys are so attached to one idea or the other idea. Like, both ideas are like illusions to begin with, so it doesn't matter. You don't need, this point is really, it says, we do not need to attach our minds to the appearances and let our minds be controlled by objects. Think about, and it's hard, it's hard because I asked you guys to think about stuff in this world, but it's hard to maybe like ask you to zoom out. Like you guys ever notice how like the analogy of the trees and the forest? Half the time you guys are like in middle school looking at the trees. Can you like step back and look at the forest? Can you look at this entire world, right? And when you start to like step back and think about like trends that you see in this world, you see that, oh yeah, a lot of the times we let like objects control our minds. Like, for example, how many people, like when they're walking down the street and they get complimented, like, oh my God, you have really nice shoes or really nice fashion. And you're like, oh my gosh, thank you. I feel so good about myself now. And then, down the same street, somebody's like, what sweater are you wearing? Abercrombie and Fitch? Arrow? Gap? Like, those styles are so old. And then, how do you feel about yourself? You feel worse, really worse about yourself, because you're wearing Abercrombie and Fitch, you're wearing Gap, and you're wearing Aeropostale, right? And it's funny. It's funny too, because the objects are actually controlling your mind. If you feel bad about yourself the second somebody says like, oh, like your shoes, your jeans, they look really old, you're letting those objects, these illusions control your mind, right? You become that candle in the wind, and all of a sudden your light gets dimmed out. But imagine somebody like the monk or something. He's walking down the street and somebody's like saying like, yo, you're wearing an old outfit. You're wearing I don't know, what do you call that thing? But it's old and you look like a monk. What do you think the monk's gonna say? He's gonna be like, okay, so what? No one cares. And actually that's the point though, right? Because look at, like, the monk is so much wiser. He knows that clothing doesn't matter in this lifetime. It's not about clothing, right? It's not about other people's perceptions. You can't let objects control your mind. And if you guys are wise enough to arrive at that understanding, then you become a torch, right? Because no matter what people say about you, what you wear, how much money you make, what you have, you know that those are the things that really don't matter, not in this life, right? It's all about things that the Buddha talked about, like thousands of years ago, right? He talks about compassion, he talks about kindness, he talks about wisdom, right? He talks about karma. Like, those things have a lot more significance than the shirt that you wear on your back, because they're really ultimately not about the body. It's about the mind and how you are cultivating your mind, right? So, yeah, that's the concluding thought right there. Like, you're here, gain a little wisdom, learn that, hey, the stuff that he says, to some extent, it's true. You guys have to arrive at the idea that it's true or not, right? It's easy to be blinded by them. It's easy to be attached to them and become a slave to everything that's out here in this like reality. And this is the point where it gets like too complicated to explain, because how do I tell you that, well, like I have something here where it says like, whenever you have perceptions or thoughts, the cycle of birth and death remains. Maybe that's a lecture for next time, right? But whatever the case, I hope you guys like understand. Like, the more and more that you engage in this work, the more and more that your light as a candle grows stronger and stronger until it becomes a torch. And when it does become a torch, you are truly enlightened. Okay? And that's the end of my lecture. Thank you.